I'm Paul Morgan Stetler, and back in 1996, I played Curtis Craig in Sierra Online's full motion video game Phantasmagoria 2, A Puzzle of Flesh. And this is the fourth installment of my oral history project, celebrating the 25th anniversary of the making of the game. A huge Phantas 2 fan from Greece named Fotis-kfor reached out to me recently. He owns a very cool website called RetroComputers.gr, which celebrates retro computers and retro video games. On his site, he created something called Retro Computer Project, showing an old PC with thousands of games installed, including, of course, Phantas 2. And if you look on the monitor there, you'll see there's a little picture of Curtis Craig down the bottom of the monitor. Very cool. His project got a nice mention in the magazine PC Master, where he also published a review of the game back in 2007. I would love to read an English translation of that review because it's all Greek to me. But anyway, it better be good, Fotis. Fotis was kind enough to make a one-time donation today supporting Conversations with Curtis in exchange for me letting you all know about his website. So this last minute or two of Chapter 4 was generously sponsored by Fotis-kfor of Greece. Thanks, Fotis. Thanks so much for joining me. And I guess that's it. I can't think of anything else. So off I go. Take care. We're here, and this is very much like the game itself, and we can go explore. So why don't we go on in the living room? One of the things that we just brought to this is that rather than the painting, we have the thank you for our Patreon supporters, who none of this we could do without their support. So we wanted to make sure that we honor them as much and as often as we can. These are all our $10 plus supporters, and just want to thank you all for being there. And we could always use more. The more we do this, the more resources it takes. So we could use as much support as we can get, but I'll get out of that commercial and move on to the rest of the room. So there's Curtis's living room. And again, this was all one big set. So if you think about right here, there was no ceiling at all. This was just a set. It was really just like that. We've placed some behind the scenes pictures in these areas for people to look at. Stuff that I talked about during the first live stream. That's me and Todd Listea. Todd played my dad. Jonas, and we made a really fun video of him reading the letter from Jonas to Curtis, and that's on our YouTube channel, so you should check that out. And then there's some great photos of me and the boys, me and the zombie boys backstage before they try to kill me. That was a very intense day of shooting, by the way. It didn't look intense because we were all having fun, but that was crazy. And then that's me and Monique at the backstage table in the green room. And then, oh yes, there I am in the red eyes. And then this is brand new. We went to the desk here and we thought, oh yeah, Curtis has Draculina.
I wonder what Jocelyn is saying about it.
Exactly. One of the things that Daniel and I have been talking about is as we play this game and as we add new content, that we're also sort of creating shrines to the previous content of Conversations with Curtis, so that the more we do, the more we can populate the room, the bookshelf. We talked about making some, Curtis makes some phone calls, and just kind of continuing this on so that each time we do this, there's more stuff from the Conversations with Curtis live streams, as well as new content. So Any thoughts about that, Daniel, that we had discussed that you remember?
Well, there are several things that we want to add. The bookshelf is also bringing the original Phantasmagoria to game, because it's a throwback to the first Phantasmagoria, because that's the only connection between the first and the second game, was the fact that in the bookshelf you had a book from the author from the first game, which killed her husband at the end of the game. Spoiler alert. and her book was called Coping with Loss.
Oh, that's funny.
Curtis, it's me. We need to talk. Look, I know you can hear me. Curtis, what are you doing? No, what? You missed. Curtis, come.
Oh my God, it worked. I'm in.
Curtis!
It's you. You're so young. What are you doing? What are you doing? No, Curtis, there's nothing wrong with your computer. I'm FaceTiming you. I'm FaceTiming you from the future. Which is almost impossible because Apple products almost never work with PCs. But anyway, Curtis. Sit down. Take a look. It's you. It's me. Only I'm wearing a different color t-shirt now, but anyways. This threshold project, you need to know. There's more to come.